Okay, so right here we have where we stopped in the last video, and we have solved the 2 cube that's embedded inside this 3 cube. And so the next stage is to try to do what I'm going to call raising totem poles. And so I'm going to show you some pictures of some totem poles. This is a real totem pole. It's from the Northern Tours of Alaska.com website. Okay, so it looks, sorry about the pixelized photo. But I want you to make note that a totem pole is not constructed upright. It's constructed level on the ground, and then it's erected. And here is a photograph of them actually erecting a totem pole. Now this is at Awakening Choice. It's a dash or underscore. I think it's dash Nance, nance.blogspot.com. And on that website I got a nice picture of them actually raising, and I think there's a video of it too, where there's a video about this particular totem pole. Okay? And so you hear this discussion of like low man on the totem pole. It doesn't actually make sense. It just means we visualize incorrectly that when the totem poles were built, they were upright and people carved them, so the guy on the bottom would take the weight of everybody else. And so it's kind of a funny visual, but it's not actually accurate. But the important thing to know is that when totem poles are put up, they start horizontal and then they go vertical. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is the sky, this is the white sky, and then yellow is in the ground. And I'm going to make 4 totem poles. So this here will be a totem pole, which means I'm going to get the top. Actually, I'm going to ignore the middle, but the middle is theoretically part of the totem pole, but who cares? Okay, so this guy is at the top of the totem pole, and this guy's at the bottom of the totem pole. And you see right now, he's actually where he belongs. I'm not really sure how that happened, but that was a fluke. Okay, so that totem pole is already in place. This totem pole is not in place, so we want a white-green, we have a yellow-green, but we want a white-green here in either orientation, and we want the yellow-green down here. So I'm going to put that totem pole in. I'm going to show you how I do it. First, I need to release the yellow-green from the upper layer, same way as if it's in the lower layer. I need to release him into the middle layer because I have to build the totem pole on the horizontal. So I release him, make sure I'm not doing any other damage, but I flick him out of the way. Okay, now he is released, he's in there, and now what I need is I need to place this guy, I need a white-green guy, so I have to look around for where did that white-green, here's the white-green guy. I have to release him into the middle layer, and I'm going to intentionally do it incorrectly so I can show you how to recover from a possible mistake. Okay, so I'm going to flick him over here, and guess what happened? I just accidentally moved this guy back in. I didn't want to do that. That was completely not useful. Another thing I can do that's not very useful, I can release. Oh, see, this is a problem right now. I can't even create the effect I'm trying to show you because the geometry of this keeps getting in the way. Okay, but I will just show you the correct way at this point. I want you to see that I have a totem pole that's horizontal. I have a white-green piece and a yellow-green piece, and they are right next to each other. I don't want them to be on opposite corners. Okay, and sometimes they are. If they are, you just flick this guy around and release the totem pole and then flick it back around. So it's not a big deal if you need to recover from that. Okay, so I have the totem pole and I'm staring at it. So I'm looking at this white-green, yellow-green situation. And what I really want to do is go like this, right? But if I go like this, then I mess up the corners. So what I need to do is I need to move the totem pole to the back of the cube, and I have to think about what I'm doing. First of all, I have to think, okay, the white is on the left, the yellow is on the right. So white is on the left. And I'm going to move this frame around to receive the totem pole. Then he's going to come back in from the back, and he's exactly where he's supposed to be. Okay, and just for my sanity, I'm going to flick this around so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got a green totem pole, I've got an orange totem pole. I would like a blue totem pole next. So I look for the 2 blue edges, and it turns out, well, I don't care about that blue edge. The 2 blue edges that matter And here's one of them already here. Oops, I didn't even mean this to happen, but the totem pole is already constructed and I just need to erect it. So I just look at this guy and I say, alright, the white is on the left, the yellow's on the right. Since the white is on the left, I'm going to hide this totem pole on the back side. I'm going to rotate this face to receive the totem pole, bring him back from the back, and put him in place. And I have one more. I have a red totem pole I need to put up. I didn't mean this to happen. I'm sorry. That usually is harder than this. I don't know why this is. You know what? I'll just do some more of them for you. I have another cube I can work on. So anyway, I see white is on the left, and I flick him over. Turn the face to receive the totem pole. Flick him in place, and set him up. Okay. At this point, I have completed the second stage. And that means the top layer is intact. I don't care about flippages. And the bottom layer is intact. So I'm going to just grab another cube. And let's see if this one's any harder. I'm going to just show you again quickly how to make these totem poles. I'm looking, let's say I want to do, again, I'm just going to put white on top. So I want white and red to go here, and yellow and red to go there. I have a yellow and red here, and I need to find white and red is up here. This is a more typical situation. I get this all the time. It's never just set up that easy. Okay, there we go. This is more typical. I usually have to say, alright, this guy needs to be opposite of this guy. So I hide the first piece of the totem pole right back in the back left edge, rotate the front face, and then flick both of them together safely on the back of the cube. And then I fix my cube. Then I say, okay, let me just see what I did. Here's my red face, but white is on right this time. So I'm going to hide this totem pole on the back side, rotate the front face to receive white on the right, and flick the totem pole back into place, and we are good to go with that totem pole. Okay, so now the red totem pole is in place. Now let's just choose the blue totem pole. Okay, unfortunately this guy's in the wrong place, but fortunately, because I wanted to demonstrate this, just release him. Now he's out of there. And now I need to find the yellow and blue piece. Aha! Again, see, this is much more typical. It's usually a pain. You have to look all over the cube to figure out where the corner is. I'm sorry, the edge. Alright, so in this case, yes, I want to flick that totem pole to safety. Put all my corners back where they belong. Then I stare at this, white is on right, hide the totem pole, rotate the face to receive the totem pole, bring the totem pole back, and there you go. Okay, just you can stop the video anytime it makes sense. I'm going to just go ahead and complete these other two totem poles while you're watching. Let's see, I've got white and yellow. I'm sorry, white and orange, yellow and orange. Again, this is a more typical arrangement where you have to hide one piece of the totem pole back here, bring the other part to match it. Then you flick the whole thing back again so you can see what you're doing. White is on left. Hide the totem pole. Rotate the face. Flick in the totem pole. Is safely in place. One more totem pole to go. The green, yellow, green, white. Aha, we have a green, yellow here. Oh, it's no, this is not a bad idea. Okay, it's already a totem pole, but it's horizontal. So we want to flick the white is on left. Flick the totem pole to safety. Rotate the front face to receive the totem pole. Bring the totem pole back around and erect the totem pole. Now fix those crazy axes. There we go. So now we not only have all of our corners, we double check that that's good, and then we double check to make sure all the top edges are right, they're right, and all the bottom edges are right. So we are ready to go to the next stage.